It's Tico back, Mr. Cashman for the jackpot, with some NBA Live 18, Hype Brothers Hype. This is sponsored by EA Sports, so shout out to EA for flying me out to get this early footage. But let's get into the story, the rise.
Like millions of other kids, you dreamed of one day being in the NBA. You wanted to be a star, and someday to rise above and become the greatest to ever play. You dreamed of being the one. But the road to stardom is never easy. There are obstacles, injuries, and disappointments. Adversity is universal. It can happen to anyone at any time. And one day, it happened to you. You went from being a guaranteed lottery pick to a kid who may never even play college ball again.
Now, look, it's always bad to hear about injuries, especially to college kids, of course.
Yeah.
But Stephen A. Smith, this one is particularly disheartening because we are 2 weeks into the season and one of the top NBA prospects in the country goes down potentially with a season-ending injury, a knee injury. That's a killer.
I couldn't agree more. When I heard he was carried off the floor today, all you can do is find yourself hoping that he'll make it back. That's the bottom line. But my heart goes out to him because I didn't expect this. This is a devastating injury. It's never good to have something like this happen to you.
The team doctor broke the news. Torn ACL, sprained MCL, and a torn meniscus. Surgery was scheduled, but your game will likely never be the same. At the 2016 NBA draft, your name is still mentioned. Not as a prospect, but as a cautionary tale.
Now, there's another huge story in this year's draft. A record number of underclassmen, 30 of them, undrafted. And I hope, anyway, that this is a lesson. This serves as an example to college players. I'm not talking about the ones who are genuinely one and dones, the guys you know are going to be lottery picks. I mean the rest of them. They're not sure shots. You're not sure they're going to be lottery picks. Don't just use the college system for a year thinking you're going to bounce. It doesn't work like that. If you don't have the talent, it doesn't work. You got to be cultivated in the system.
Please. There you go again with your blanket generalizations. You know how you are, oh, Max, the woe is me. Oh, my Lord, I can't take it. I just can't take it. It's a case-by-case basis. You can't just blanketly decide this should not be one and dones or this should be one and dones. You got to go on a case-by-case basis. Some dudes deserve to be one and dones. Some people don't. It's on a case-by-case basis.
And that is my point. Thank you for making it for me. Every kid thinks they're the exception to the rule. And members of the media like, Stephen A. Smith, are encouraging these kids to come out early.
Look, Max, bottom line is this. You got to take this into consideration. You had two dudes. They were called the Hype Brothers. Now, you had Nick Howard. This kid had a lot of promise. What does he do? He goes to college. Very uneventful first year, no doubt. The second year, he was pretty good. Here's the problem. The NBA, it's not about pretty good. You need to be great on the collegiate level, on the prep level, in summer leagues and what have you, in order for you to get the stature that you deserve. That's the bottom line. You're pretty good ain't good enough to be that stud NBA.
That's exactly my point.
Let me finish. There's another example. I did say the Hype Brothers. I wasn't talking about one individual. I was talking about two. What happens? One and done in a different way. 1 year, one ACL injury later, and look where he's at now. His future is clearly uncertain. So you got to take advantage of that opportunity because you never know when an injury is going to cost you everything.
Stephen A., listen to yourself. Let's listen to yourself for a second. You give one argument for why a kid should come out early, a one-and-done situation. I can give you 30 arguments this morning alone why they should stay in school. And now you have to wonder what a kid like Nick Howard, who has given up his college eligibility, does next. What does he do next?
First of all, don't sweat the technique. The argument, or one argument, as long as it's strong enough, that's all that matters. That's number one. Number two, the Hype Brothers was something special. What they really, really need to do. I'm going to tell you what they need to do, Max. They need to get back to playing together. My sources are telling me the ACL injury has been completely healed. So go on a pro-am circuit. Go in summer leagues. Do what you got to do to get back on the court together to remind everybody of what you once were. Because once you pull that off, the sky's the limit. That's what they need to do. Get back to playing ball together, because when people see what you can do as one, The other arguments don't really matter. Like I said, don't sweat the technique.
So that's crazy, man. We were on First Take. So y'all heard the storyline. Y'all heard what was going on in NBA Live 18. For the one, this is The Rise featuring me, TicoisTocory, and my boy Nick Howard. So man, this is crazy. Basically what this is, we're gonna get Rise points. You know, right here in the middle you see the blue little squiggly line, and then you have your reward points, your point system up top in the right hand corner. And we're gonna go and see what we can do now. This whole system works as of a text messaging system. So here's a tweet from SportsCenter with Stephen Anthony saying, Summer Street Ball tourney have begun on the Horizon Pro-Am circuit. These are some serious hoops, and this year it's all about the hype. Believe it, all right? So Nick hits me up on via text message asking me a question, man. My man Nick, he was like, hey, Tico, did you catch Stephen A tonight? For me, I'm sure you know I called him tonight. Yeah, my phone blowing up over it pretty much. So you have to go in and talk and have a conversation. And if you have the conversation, you get different results, right? So my phone has been blowing up over it. And he says, I'm sure it's been blowing up fire. That's what happens when you get called out on ESPN. So me, I'm going to be responding to those calls and texts all night long. Bizarre! Exclamation point. He was like, true. So that means that man does have a point. What do you think? Is that knee ready to go? And now I have a knee injury if he was in the story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pretty much got it, but the knee feels great. I think coaches will be, well, the knee feels great. I think the coaches have been too cautious, but I'm ready to go out here and ball. Anyway, so here's your hype points right here. You could get plus 500 hype and plus 3,000 RP if you select this, and if you go down, you'll just get a reward of a loot crate, which you can go inside the crate and you get clothes and, you know, stuff like that out those crates. But I'll break those crates down a little later, and we'll figure the whole crate system out soon, guys. Just subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and we'll keep going through all this stuff, and I will keep breaking this down as I give you this exclusive footage from EA Sports and the NBA Live game. So anyway, with that being said, he says, good, if you think you're ready for the pickup game over at Rucker. And well, Stephen A did just throw down a challenge on national TV. Are you in? So of course, you know I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be like, let's do it. Let's flex on these boys. I want the 500 hype and I want the 3,000 RP. That's what you want to do. You want to get more. The loot crates are cool. You can always grind and get those loot crates through like the modes you play online, through like the live challenges and stuff like that. And as you get in the game and play, and you know, play through the story mode, you will unlock loot crates. It's really up to you if you want the loot crate, or it's really up to you if you want to go ahead and get the hype points, which I would like the hype points because I am actually playing basketball with my dude, and I'm a hype brother, right? So, you know, I got to flex and say, let's do it. But anyway, with that being said, guys, chapter 1 of the Rucker is coming soon, so go ahead and subscribe. Give me some likes, man. We're going to go ahead and get this thing popping, man. I'll be back with more NBA Live episode on the way. Let's get it.